Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be talking about the easiest ways to get a flight attendant job. If it's something that you are interested in, stay tuned and watch till the end. Now, the easiest way to get flight attendant jobs is with startup airlines. That is new airlines that are coming into the industry. Now, the first airline that trained me to become a cabin crew, they um they first of all recruit experienced crew. I mean, all startup airlines do that. They first of all employ experienced crew, and when after the employment of experienced crew and the airline has started operations, or even before it even starts operations, they will definitely recruit for newbies. So always put your eyes on airlines that are about to start. You see, I've started with Arik. Arik started operations in 2006. I got the Arik in 2007. I worked in Green Africa. Green Africa started operations in 2020, and I got Green Africa in 2021. I'm currently working in another startup airline. So they, every startup airline always employs experienced crew first, but I can guarantee you that after they've employed a certain number of experienced crew, the next set of crew they're going to employ is newbies. So I'm not saying you shouldn't apply to established airlines, but we all know that getting into an established airlines, at that time, they have more rules, they have more laws, everything is working, they are not actually desperate. So that's why you see that the interview process is much rigid and much I won't say it's difficult, but I would say it's a long process. You get what I'm saying? Let me give an example of something that happened. When Arik was starting, I told some of my colleagues to bring their CVs because while we were doing our trainers literally came to class and said, if you have your friends who are interested in working in an airline, you can bring their CVs. We are ready to interview everyone, and anyone that puts in their best will be given a job. Now, an established airline will never, while they are training you, like if you happen to get a job in an established airline, they're not going to come and tell you, please, we are looking for cabin. No, no. They don't, the established airlines don't even do that. Some airlines don't, you won't even know when they're even recruiting. So it's who you know. That's how you get into the airline. While some, they paste it on the website for people to apply, especially those that are looking for newbies, that's cabin crew with no experience and no license. Now back to my story. So there was this particular colleague of mine. I remember I told him, bring your CV so that you can, they said we're going to, I told him because I felt it was going to be easier. You know what my colleague told me? He told me that no, that he doesn't want to work there because the salary that they are paying us is nothing, that he's not interested, that he doesn't want at all. At that time, Arik was just doing local routes. They didn't have as much aircraft. I think they had like when I joined Arik had only 4 aircraft. Then at the time I told my colleague to bring his CV, they brought in 2 more aircraft, which means they needed more people, and he wasn't interested. 1 year after this conversation, Arik expanded. They expanded regional. They started going to US. They started going to London. They started going to South Africa. And the next thing, this my colleague calls me and tells me, "Oh, Ayetunde, that please, I've been trying to get even if it's just an interview, and every time they're always telling me I have to have this, I have to have that, I have to." And I told him that some of my colleagues that are there, they don't even have all these things you're calling. And I told him, remember when I told you then they were just starting, they needed people. Now you say you want to join them when they are already established. When they're established, they start to tell you, you have to have this, you have to have that, you have to have this. They start to bring in all, they start to tell you, this is what we want in our cabin crew. So my dearies, if you see an airline that is a startup, as in follow that airline. If they have an Instagram, if they have a Facebook, follow them and monitor when they are going to start operations, when they're going to tell you to send CVs. Try and find out more about those startup airlines, because I can guarantee you it's easier to get a job in an airline that just started than chasing an airline that has been in establishment for the like maybe 7 years, 8 years. I know you've gained something from what I just shared now. And my name is Iyetunde Adeyemi. By the way, I am a Nigerian based flight attendant. I love being a flight attendant. As far as I'm concerned, flight attendant job is the best job in the whole world.